Hi, I'm Bob Magnuson from REEDGEEK, and today I want to show you the special tool that Mauro Di Gioia has created for the double reed player. I'm going to be showing you examples with oboe reeds and the versatility of this tool for starting a blank and up to finishing a reed. Every part of the tool is an edge. For making perfectly straight lines, I just lay the tool on the reed and I glide gently down each side, and it defines the vein, removing microfibers. But I'm just trying to get structure, just so I can have a nice blank to work from. This is how I like to start my reeds. So now the other side with a notch. If I want to define the V more, I take the notch, and you can see how it bites, and there it is. Really making a very clear, defined structure to the reed. Now, with this blade, this tip, he calls it the pencil eraser, I like to do this right in the heart and move it this way. Again, you can see the small amounts of wood coming off, but you're not going to make a mistake. Take the other side, which is a very straight edge, and go right through the tip, all the way over. And I haven't even cut the tip yet. But I'll take all those fibers off, just getting that tip shaped way before I cut it on the block. Again, on this side. Now, this tool as well, with the weight of the handle, I like to get in here like this and feel the weight of the handle swing, and I can define these channels on either side of the vein with this curved shape to the blade. And again, I feel very comfortable, and I'm letting the tool do the work. So you can see how it's shaping up. Again, every part of the tool is an edge. So now I can start to get into a flow and then switch. See this curved blade. Now I'm over the hump, getting some high spots off and bark still. But I shift around. Now I can get some momentum. Now I get up into here with this curve. As soon as it defines more, I go back to this. The edge this way, that notch, and now I have some momentum. Again, always defining the reed. Come into the heart a little more. This is all before cutting the tip. Okay, now back here. And now I have a flow of rotating the entire tool for whatever I need to do to the reed. This takes a lot of technique, time, just like reed making is an art. We sometimes think we got it down, and yet you can get in a spin. With these tools, it gives you a little more control, and it gives you tremendous precision. You'll make better looking reeds, and you'll have more confidence with the tool because you're not going to ruin anything. See how much wood I'm taking off? With a knife, you're free-wielding. You can get notches and it'll grab. But with this, it's always smooth, and it's the weight of the tool itself I'm using. And I go back to this curve. This is high spots in here. Because the blades are arced. We're looking at the reed thinking it's flat. It's not flat. So that creates an illusion. Sometimes with a knife you're taking off spots because you think it's flat or high. This gives you more accuracy. And we're removing small amounts of wood. And of course use your reed knife where you need to. But I can pretty much make a reed from beginning to end with this DoubleGeek. So there we go. And now I'll cut the reed and we'll work from there. And I'm just going to now shape over onto the plaque. Get that click onto the plaque going so we can taper that tip ever so precisely. And I'm not going to tear anything. I'm not going to tear a piece off. do that with a knife if I'm not careful, but this tool gives me tremendous precision. And you see it removing the wood. Now I can use the notches, get in there, still defining the tip always. Now using another edge, another part of the knife. You get your own technique of just flowing with the tool. Now I'm circling around and it's grabbing. I always feel the grab onto the cane. Letting the tool do the work. We're removing a lot of wood. But look at the shape and precision. Notches this way. Back end of the tool over the tip. Again, rolling just like you would with a knife onto the plaque. There, getting a lot of fibers out of that tip. Okay, now let's just test it. Well, it's like a C sharp, which is okay. Okay, now I'm going to take more out of the back. But we're getting a good crow. I'm going to leave the heart alone. We're adding these channels. Again, rocking this, that rocking motion. With the curve blade. This edge just gets right in that channel. On the other side, you still see the vein completely defined. And again, it does take technique. It's not like if you used a knife that it all translated is a different feeling. And it's a different way of approaching reed making and reed adjusting. But if you hang in there, you'll develop techniques to do things you never could with a knife. Okay, we're in the ballpark. Just the definition. Everything very clean. So now I'll do the tip a little more. Again, I'm going to use the notch. Now we're going to be finishing. I'm thinking in a sense of finishing this reed, even though I haven't even played on the instrument. I feel confident that everything I'm doing is very precise and it's going to work. So I don't even need to put it on the instrument yet. Getting out all those microfibers. And the reed grows while we're working on it, of course. But we can keep addressing those microfibers with this tool. And it just keeps taking it off, nice and evenly. And I haven't even put it on the instrument, but I know it's going to work. I can give you a final take of that. But there's a nice looking clean reed with a tool that's going to give you precision and structure and balance to your reed like you've never had. If you're a novice or a student, this is a very applicable tool for you to have. The handle unscrews. You can't cut yourself with it. So that's a big feature, and yet it's a very accurate and sharp edge. But you're not going to cut yourself. You can use it without the handle, touching up this way again. It's never ending. You'll come up with ways. I find ways to use the tool differently than Morrow does. I've seen other people who have come to the booth when we're at conventions show me techniques of how they use the tool. So it's a creative process to your reed making to apply the tool in ways that make you feel comfortable. Just removing a little more in the back without the handle. Again, curve, get in there. It's a different feeling to how the wood is coming off without the handle. This is also convenient to keep in your case this way. If you're on a gig, you can apply it without taking out a knife and a plaque and do some touch-up. You might not get that chance when you're on a gig with the knife. You know, this is right there. And there you have it. Okay, so now, I said to put a little seal at the bottom. It's just a little bit of a leak. So we have a good crow now. So here's the first attempt in the instrument. And I feel confident it's going to sound like something. That's flat, but that's okay because it's around 71 millimeters. I usually like it like 70. Yeah, we're 71. So I like it 70, so it gives a little headroom. And now I'll just let it sit, and I can finish this reed. But it's nice, precise lines, and it's a good looking reed. You can see the taper on the side, and all using the DoubleGeek.